Good afternoon, I'm Daniel Monroy. It's humid with decreasing clouds. Today's high is 28. Right now it's 26 degrees. A decade-long fraud scandal at one of Ontario's largest hospitals has led to multimillionaire lawsuit and police investigation.
London Health and Sciences Centre says it's taking legal action after uncovering a long-running fraud scheme within its facilities management operations. Supervisor Tony Daggins says a forensic audit revealed millions of dollars in inflated construction contracts between 2013 and 2024, some which were awarded to businesses linked to a former executive. Two separate lawsuits have been filed. One seeks $50 million in damages and the other seeks $10 million. The case has been turned over to the police, and Daggins says major reforms are underway to rebuild trust. In a letter to the community, supervisor at LHCS David Musage said that this is not the culture we stand for, and we're looking to ensure it never happens again.
The hospital says restoring public trust is now a top priority, with new safeguards in place to ensure integrity and accountability moving forward. There was a vehicle in fire after a multi-vehicle collision in London. Only one minor injuries were reported after a three-vehicle crash that closed Bradley Avenue between Wellington and Jalna. According to London Fire, one vehicle was in flames when crews arrived on scene. All occupants were safe. More evacuations are underway in northern Manitoba as wildfires continue to spread. The town of Snow Lake has issued a mandatory evacuation order for its 1,000 residents for the second time this year. Mayor Ron Scott said it's a frustrating situation.
We anticipated that this was going to be a very long, painful summer with the very dry conditions, windy conditions, and just the enormous number of wildfires in northern Manitoba right now. There's fires all over the place.
Garden Hill First Nation has a population of more than 3,000 and is being evacuated. A person in Woodstock is being treated after being exposed to a bat with rabies. According to Southwest Public Health, an individual was exposed to a bat that tested positive and is now being treated to prevent them from contracting the virus. Public says if you have been bitten or scratched by an animal, the first step is to wash the wound right away with soap and water. As search and rescue crews continue looking for victims of the Central Texas floods, the phone alert system meant to warn people about impending disaster is under a microscope. Jim Ray has a full story.
The National Weather Service began issuing flash flood watches on Thursday afternoon, 14 hours before the Guadalupe River overflowed its banks. But mass warnings were not sent to smartphones until the flooding had already begun. Asked about the delay, Kerr County Executive Rob Kelly has said,
"We didn't know this flood was coming. Rest assured, no one knew this kind of flood was coming."
Officials say they're still focused on finding victims rather than diving into faults in the alert system. Jim Ryan, ABC News.
In sports, in the MLB, the Toronto Blue Jays just lost 2-1 yesterday against the Chicago White Sox, and the Jays' next game is tomorrow versus the Athletics at 10 p.m. The Detroit Tigers lost against the Tampa Bay Rays yesterday for a score of 7-3, and the Tigers' next game is tomorrow versus the Mariners at 7 p.m. In the Club World Cup, Chelsea advanced to the finals after beating Fluminense on Tuesday, and yesterday Paris Saint-Germain blanked Real Madrid in the semi-finals, so the final will be Chelsea versus Paris on Sunday at 3 p.m. And the London Mayors are facing the Kitchener Panthers tomorrow at 7 p.m. XFM traffic. York Street is closed from Richmond Street to Wellington Street for repairs. Lane restrictions remain in place along Adelaide Street Bridge from King Street to Horton Street for construction. If you have a traffic or news tip, call 519-455-NEWS. That's 455-6397. And your Environment Canada forecast. Today will be cloudy with chance of showers this afternoon and risk of thunderstorm. Tomorrow it's going to be mainly sunny with high of 29. And on Saturday will be mix of sun and clouds and a high of 31. Right now it's 26 degrees. Find more news online anytime at 1069dx.com.